the BMB game of the week, where the Mepham Pirates will go against Plainedge Red Devils. I am Finnegan Corcoran-Doolin, here with Jake Mano. And Jake, what a game we have at hand here, as the undefeated Pirates will go against the Plainedge Red Devils here today. And, for what the Pirates will want to seek as another win on their undefeated streak so far.
Well, I mean, definitely, Finn. And I think we're actually in truth for a good one. I mean, the records don't say it, but the Red Devils always come out here aggressive. They always come out here fighting. And I really think if they put their minds to it and they really come out at the gates strong, I think they could give this Mepham Pirates team a run for their money.
For sure. And for the Mepham Pirates today, obviously their last game was a 15-7 win against, one would say, maybe a rival into MacArthur. And for the Plainedge Red Devils, it was a 17-8 loss against Massapequa. For them, obviously, they have a 15 roster squad. Do you think that affects Plainedge at all today, going against this well-in-depth Mepham team?
Well, I mean, definitely. I mean, Mepham just has so many superstars on the floor. Grace Skolovic, Leah Smith, they're already so good, and they're only sophomores. So the fact that this is a young team and already has an undefeated record and already is a team to be feared among the entire conference, I mean, that's got to say something.
For sure. And to go down Mepham's lineup, we have, obviously, in goalie, Catherine Chow. In defense will be Markella Mustafis, along with Olivia Meyer, and also Allison Dooley. We also have Leah Smith in the midfield, along with Grace Skulovic. With Jenna Dempsey, the three up top will be Haley Honerkamp on the left, Sierra Barbosa, and Quinn Schroeder also for the Mepham's offense.
I mean, definitely, but the players aren't everything. A lot about the coaches really talks. I mean, Kristen Magavero, one of an amazing offensive and defensive schemed coach. She knows what she's talking about. But for Plainedge, Kristen Suchko, she has coached for 4 years on this team, left for 2 years, and she's back again, and she has something she wants to say. She's ready to get back out there, and she really wants to keep this Red Devils team winning.
Okay, well, let's go through the Plainedge Red Devils' lineup for today. Starting in goalie will be Dimitra Sedenis. Along in her defense will be Maya Tuznik, along with Alicia Giafrida, and also will be Mallory Auer. In midfield will be Leah Villari, Madison Wade, also Kyla Moraine, and offense, Reagan Mora, along with Hannah Wise, and of course Julia Fampiano, which is the star of today. She is a D1 commit of St. Bonaventure.
Well, obviously we have the D1 commit, but on Plainedge, who's really someone you really want to see perform? Because I know mine is Madison Wade. I mean, we talked to the coach earlier in the week. She's one of the best athletes, maybe on the team, definitely, but maybe even on the entire field. She's incredibly fast. She's an incredible lacrosse player, and I really want to see something huge from her this game.
And here we go, Jake. We start off. Mepham win the 50-50 right away into this one, and that's going to be a huge key of the game into who's going to win the more 50-50s going into this one. Here's number 14 of Mepham. And back over to Leah Smith. Smith goes over to Grace Skulovic, to Jenna Dempsey. Looking over for Mepham on the elbows to the wings here. And here's Quinn Schroeder. She looks over to Sierra Barbosa, who looks back to Leah Smith here. Smith going through the middle, crossing it up a little, trying to find her way, and Leah Smith scores! Well, that's early for Mepham, and the sophomore gets the first scoring of the game. Mepham is on a hot streak of scoring, and it's obvious, along with just the first minute, Leah Smith gets on the score sheet.
I mean, you could say that again. We have 24:08 on the clock. I want to tell you, it has not even been a minute in this game, and Leah Smith has come at the gates firing. I mean, she won the 50-50, as you said, and she came at the gates already giving the Mepham this lead. And as her sister, Caitlin Smith, has really been a mentor for her, as she was on the team last year. They got to play together that 1 year, and I really think that's been something that's impacted her game. Just having that chemistry along with her sister last year, and it's really carried over to her sophomore season.
Well, for sure here, Jake. And there has to be another face-off as the ref calls a foul play there. Here comes Leah Smith. She wins it. The goal scorer wins the face-off here. She goes down the wing. She's looking for someone. Can she find someone? And now she has. She's found a pass in the backfield here to Quinn Schroeder. Schroeder looking over. Has found Sierra Barbosa. Barbosa going over to here to Jenna Dempsey. Along to Grace Skulovic. Back to Dempsey. Dempsey looking over. Has found Barbosa. Barbosa going through the middle. She going to take a shot. Fakes it. Right back to Jenna Dempsey. Dempsey looking for options. Can she find one here? And she has. To Grace Skulovic. Going through the middle. Finding options. She's looking back. She's found Barbosa. Now back to Quinn Schroeder in the center of the field here. Schroeder looks again. Oh, spin move. Can she shoot it? No. She almost drops the ball and loses it, but she doesn't. She regains it. Back over to Barbosa. And now this is calming play for Mepham as they just try and chill the game out. And they score. Just like that. Mepham score 2 on the sheet here. And I believe it is Leah Smith once again. Well, 2 for Leah Smith. The sophomore has a double. Oh, it's actually Jenna Dempsey who has scored the junior in the number 6 jersey. Well, Mepham lead by 2, Jake.
I mean, yeah, we talked about it earlier before the game started. Plainedge really has to come out the gate firing, and so far they've not been able to do that. 2 face-off lost and not 1 stop on defense so far. That's really not what you want to see. But, I mean, can you blame them? Mepham's offense is just so amazing, so talented. They've really been the star of the show here.
For sure, Jake. As we go into another face-off here. And finally, Plainedge win a face-off. They're now looking at the field. It is Frappiano. Have they found one? They have. Well, that was quick scoring for them. And Catherine Chow cannot do anything there as Plainedge Red Devils are right back into this. It is a 2-1 game here as Plainedge have a huge play.
I mean, that's exactly what you want to see. I want to let you know we are not even 3 minutes into this game yet, and there's been 3 goals. I mean, that's just not something you see every day. I mean, this is definitely something we're going to look forward to. This game is going to be crazy. I can tell you that now, and I'm excited to see how this one turns out.
The goal scorer, a defender, Sierra Darmati scores, or Kier Darmati scores a goal that really is very benefiting the Plainedge team here. And Leah Smith will not win the face-off. It is again the St. Bonaventure commit here who's got it, Julia Fappiano. And Fappiano keeps going. She's now just looking for someone. She's trying to find someone open. Fakes to the outside. Almost finds one of her teammates. She does. Back to the back post. Oh, they can't get anybody here. Leah Valari has it. Back over to another Plainedge teammate here of Kyla Moraine. And again, they look over. Plainedge still trying to find options here. Fappiano has it. She's looking for someone. They're giving her a lot of room. And can they find someone? They can. It is another goal. It is a tie game here as Plainedge score once again. And Jake, Plainedge are right back into this one, into what was a 2-0 game for Mepham. And we're right back into this one. It is 2-2.
Well, we talked about it earlier. Regan Morara, the D1 commit. I mean, we were very excited to see how she would perform. Or sorry, maybe not the D1 commit, but the commit to Delphi, which is still just as incredible. She's going to be playing Lax her entire career at college. We expect a lot from her, especially this game. And she's showing out very early, let me tell you.
For sure, and Delphi's not too far away from here as well. Funny enough, obviously on the island. Big lacrosse team into what she has to pursue there. Well, Plainedge win this one. They keep going. It's a drop ball. Here comes Grace Skulovic. It is an instant play of a counterattack coming from Mepham's side here. And now they keep going down here. Here is Jenna Dempsey. Can she find someone? She will find support, and it will be Quinn Schroeder. Schroeder looking for options. Can she find someone? And look at this. Sneaky play from Leah Smith. Goes back to Dempsey. Looking for more options as Ali Dooley just got the ball there. Back over here. Finds another option to Quinn Schroeder, the senior. And Jenna Dempsey almost had it in the center. And here comes Sierra Barbosa. Barbosa looks over. She finds Haley Honorkamp. Honorkamp looking for someone. Honorkamp has found someone. It is again back to Quinn Schroeder. And it is just the possession play that Mepham is holding up here. Leah Smith. Jenna Dempsey to Grace Skulovic. Dempsey. Back to Smith. Running up the field here. Looking for options, or is she looking for a shot? No, she isn't. It is just chill play for Mepham at the moment. Haley Honorkamp now goes to Quinn Schroeder. Back to Barbosa. Barbosa looking for someone. To Dempsey. Jenna Dempsey looking over. Has found Leah Smith. Smith trying to find options. Can she? She can. Back to Grace Skulovic. Skulovic goes down. Sprints to the right side. Takes a shot and scores. What a play for Grace Skulovic to get on the score sheet.
I mean, yeah, you said it. That was an absolutely incredible again, and you'll probably see it again later. But Grace Skulovic threw the contact over the right shoulder and just absolutely stings it into the bottom left of the goal, right past Plainedge. There's another one for Mepham. They're going to extend this lead.
Yeah, for sure. Grace Skulovic gets on the score sheet for the first time today. And we look back at this replay. Beautiful play. Comes up, obviously, a nice sprint to the right side. She found her space, and she shoots to the left bottom corner of the net. And it is a goal for Mepham and a goal for her. 3-2. Mepham is leading at 19 minutes and 50 seconds. Face off again. And obviously, Grace Skulovic, a really, really major important player to this Mepham side, and she hasn't gone off the field yet. Here's Leah Smith. She's looking for options. To Jenna Dempsey. Dempsey finds Dooley. Dooley looks over. Finds Honorkamp. Here's Haley Honorkamp. Back to Quinn Schroeder. Schroeder looking for options. And Schroeder's trying to go through the middle, spins. And here we go. Here's Barbosa. Barbosa looks back to Leah Smith. Smith to Dempsey. Dempsey to Allison Dooley. And here's Honorkamp. Honorkamp looking over and scores right above the keeper's head. And it's perfect. Right behind the net, she goes forward and then backward, she scores. That's her first of the day as well.
I mean, I really want to take into something into account. She is the only left-handed attacker on the entire Mepham team. And I really think that actually was something that caused her to get that goal. I mean, Plainedge has been used to seeing all these righties just take advantage of their weak side, and then they come in with the lefty, and maybe it was a new approach and something they haven't seen before. I think that's definitely something that could have got her that open look.
Yeah, for sure. And Honorkamp, her vision is obviously great, and again, as you said, the only left-handed player on the team. And we're going to give it back to Plainedge. And all of Plainedge's team pressing forward up very quick. Here's the D1 commit, of course, of St. Bonaventure. And Plainedge looking for more options. And they still look for more options. And obviously, Haley Honorkamp, she has one goal, and that's it for today. But she's looking for more. Obviously, she's in 10th grade.
Yes, both need to be paying attention to this.
And a very, very massive player to this team. Here comes Plainedge again. Looking over. Can they find more options here? They can. Oh, man. And that was so close for Julia Fabiano to try and score. And the referee calls a whistle here. But Julia Fabiano, that was almost a really, really solid play from her. She's involved in almost every play so far. And whoa, that was almost a risky pass to the goalkeeper. That Fabiano almost makes up. Here we go again. And this is the first play of Mepham's defense today. Markella Mutafis goes over to Leah Smith. Smith keeps sprinting forward. Nobody can stop Leah Smith here. She looks for someone. Can she find someone? She can. And here we go. Quinn Schroeder goes here. And she finds Barbosa. Barbosa shifts to the right, shifts to the left, looking for more options. She has found one. Grace Skulovic. Wow. Magnificent. And it's almost exactly how she exactly scored 2 minutes ago. Into the same place, left bottom corner, and her accuracy today is on point.
I mean, you can say that again. It's almost rinse and repeat. History does repeat itself, ladies and gentlemen. Grace Skulovic threw the contact right over the right shoulder into the bottom left corner. Again, once again, she's just been absolutely performing, and I do not see that stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, perfect play for Grace Skulovic. It's her second of the day. And it is 5-2 Mepham. 2 goals for Grace Skulovic. Here we go, face off again. Leah Smith looks to win it. She can't here. It is Madison Wade. Wade goes down the field. Spins over. She's still going by herself here. She finds someone. That is Alicia Giafrida. Just possession play for Plainedge. Trying to settle the play. And here we go. More options to look forward here. Calm play from Plainedge. And here's Julia Fabiano. Fabiano behind the net here. Trying to find someone. Oh, she almost goes herself. Fakes. Perfect. Will it be? No, just missed there by Reagan Mora. Obviously, the Adelphi commit almost scores right in the left top corner of the net. Would have been a brilliant, accurate scoring play.
I mean, yeah, you can see the shot there. Tried to go behind the goal. And a beautiful pass over the net. She hesitated a little bit, but she definitely had the look she was looking for. Not able to capitalize on it. But there's a lot of possession left. There's a lot of time left on this clock.
Yeah, and definitely there. And Mepham, again, first few times of playing out of the defense here. And, oh, man, they look for a long ball to go over to the mid, Bella Jensen. She's a commit to Cortland, of course. And that pass came from Markella Matafis, the senior. And it will be Plainedge's ball, which will be number 14, Leah Villari, to bring it back into play. Here's Villari coming from the backfield. And she will pass it into one of her teammates here. Villari is going to look for an option.
I was climbing down the ladder. Can you repeat it?
Here we go. And, oh, Mepham get the ball from the ref's call there. Here's Barbosa. Oh, it's all Barbosa. No one can catch Barbosa. Or can they? Yes, Plainedge does catch Barbosa in a unit of pressing there. Looks over. And this is Paige Ronan.
I mean, definitely trying to find something happen now. Schroeder behind the net. Back to Barbosa. A lot of passing around here. Trying to look for the open look. Ronan now. It's going to keep going around and around. Still looking for any sort of collapse in the defense or any open look. They're going to try to pass over the net. That's going to be saved. Definitely one of the better defensive plays we've seen all day, as it has been all offense up until this point.
Yeah, for sure. And here we go. Well, number 24 of Plainedge will keep going with the ball here, as that is Kyla Moraine. Moraine looks over, and it is a ref's call. They continue. It's perfect play. It is Reagan Mora. Mora looks over. Can she cross it over? Yes, she can. Looks in the backfield. Finds Julia Fabiano. Fabiano looking over. Fabiano, spin move. No. She won't get it. Oh, look at that. Perfect play for Fabiano. She holds it up well. Fabiano finds a pass. Oh, that was so close for Plainedge, Reagan Mora. And Mora looks over. And she finds one of her teammates, Madison Wade. Wade looks over. Goes to through the left, through the right. It is just a smooth, magnificent play from Madison Wade. And, wow, what a goal. Hits the right bottom corner. And it is 5-3 into this one.
Well, I mean, I was telling you before the game started, I was expecting a lot from her since the start of the game. She's one of the most athletic people on the field at her times, one of the more shifty, one of the more fast, and she has amazing vision, which is something that's just unprecedented to have all-around skill set like she does.
Yeah, for sure. And you got to give it to Madison Wade there. I mean, going through the left, and that was through Paige Ronan and Markella Matafis there. It was a perfect play for Madison Wade. It really shaped up well for the Red Devils. And again, the goal scorer of Madison Wade has it again. She's going through the right side. In the elbow of the field here. And she finds someone. It's great pressing for Mepham. They can't hold her up. Perfect. Again here. Try and go forward with it. And Catherine Chow had just a great save there, but I think there was a call right before it. And I think it will go to Plainedge here. And it is going to be a foul. Here we go.
I mean, definitely. The save's going to be called off, but you do got to love seeing those defensive plays.
And, oh, what a save from Catherine Chow. Wow. That was amazing from Catherine Chow. A great save for her. Looks forward. And, again, Mepham are playing through the defense. Catherine Chow trying to find someone. She's found Markella Matafis. Matafis will find Bella Jensen. Bella Jensen does a spin move. It's perfect for Mepham up to yet. Shaping up to be a great play. This is to Allison Dooley. Can't find the look-up play there. That would have been a perfect pass there, but just can't find it.
Yeah, and here's the save by Catherine Chow. Back-to-back saves for her. You're going to see her. The reaction time was absolutely spectacular. Her saving the goal, keeping their lead to 2.
For sure. And now this is the first time here of the game that they find their keeper, Sidenis. She has the ball. She's holding it up well here. And it gives Plainedge definitely time to look forward. And they will look forward. And the referee calls a whistle. And I believe that was on Jenna Dempsey there. Plainedge to find someone. The ref is just telling Grace Skolovic to back up a little. Here we go. We resume. And here we go through the right side, Madison Wade. And she will find Reagan Mora. Mora against Matafis. This is a really, really good 1v1 battle that we're seeing here. And now Plainedge look forward once again. Just passing it around. Mepham's defense here that can't do much else. But just wait for them to press Mepham's defense, and that looks like what the game plan is so far. Here we go. Back over to Fabiano. Fabiano now. Shifts to the right. Or shifts to the left, my bad there. Fabiano moves to the right. Finding someone. Can she find one of her teammates? No. She might go for a shot. She's looking at the goal. Will she? No. She's going to find her teammate here, Santavasky. Here we go again. And it has just been possibly a minute of Plainedge possession play. Fabiano. And this is now back to Fabiano. Can she score? She can! Perfect play. Finds the right bottom corner of the net. And it is a perfect play for Plainedge. They are trying to tie the game back up. and they're doing it well. It is Julia Fapiano play at the moment. Give her the ball, and she will find the back of the net.
I mean, definitely described from her coach as one of the best scorers on the team. The D1 commit is absolutely incredible. You could see the position getting around the Mepham defense and just shooting it right down Main Street, able to get it into the bottom right corner right by Catherine Chow.
Well, again, Julia Fapiano getting her first goal of today. And we will see her now in another face-off with 10th grader Leah Smith. Smith goes to find someone. Finds Skulovic. Skulovic looks forward. Skulovic cannot find Quinn Schroeder. And here comes Plainedge. Looking forward. Here's Leah Villari. Villari keeps going up the field here. And she has found Regan Mora.
Yeah.
Mora looks over. Fakes it. Back to Fapiano. Almost to Mora. Doesn't go to Mora. It is perfect play for Mepham at the moment. And it will be Mepham's ball. Madison Weber held it up very well there.
They're going to do 4. You got to read from the press pack.
Leah Smith.
Fabiano.
And she will get fouled, but she resumes to Jenna Dempsey. Dempsey looks over. Who can she find? She finds Skulovic once again. Back to Barbosa. Barbosa to Schroeder. Who can Schroeder find? Wow, perfect play for Schroeder. No, great save by Sedenis. And Sedenis now looking forward.
When you're clear, I would take off your ND filter. It's getting a little dark on there.
Sedenis still to find someone. And who can she find?
And here we have Julia Fapiano, one of the really most athletic, one of the most talented players on the field at all times. I mean, the D1 commit has been very amazing up to this point, scoring her first goal recently. I expect a lot more out of her today, and I expect a lot to come.
And for sure, Fapiano, St. Bonaventure D1 commit, really showing off her skills today against Mepham. Dempsey. And in the meanwhile, Sedenis, the goalkeeper, did lose the ball to Barbosa. That's how Mepham actually now have the ball once again here. Well, here's Leah Smith. Smith looks over to Dempsey. Who can Dempsey find? Yep, she finds Dooley. Back over here. Honorkamp. And perfect. Barbosa from Schroeder. Barbosa, what a goal! That was very clean, and she smashes it into the back of the net.
I mean, one thing you got to notice about Mepham, Grace Skulovic, Sierra Barbosa, a lot of their goals have been through contact. Plainedge is playing this game very aggressive already, even in the first half, and they are so good at absorbing the contact, pushing through, and shooting past them.
Definitely. You are definitely right there, Jake. And just to look back here, Barbosa looks forward right in the center and just cleanly smashes it on the ground. Goalkeeper, I don't even think could even get that one.
I mean, and you could see the goal there. She's really good at attacking the left corner. That's one of the things that she's loved this entire season and last season. And again, she's just been able to get to her spot. It's where she thrives the most, and she continues to get to there. Plainedge is really going to have some problems stopping it.
Here's Madison Wade. And Madison Weber to defend her. No. It will be, I believe, a foul back here. Wade resumes. Finds Mora. Back over to Fapiano. Fapiano will now look for someone as Grace Skulovic defends her. And this is perfect. Leah Smith has the ball. It is a push in the back, though.
Here you have Sierra Barbosa, one of the more shifty players on the field. She's really great at getting around the defense, absorbing contact, and pushing through. That's one of the things a lot of these Mepham players were able to do, and it's one of the biggest things that have caused them to gain a lead in this game.
For sure. Jake, as you say it there. And we're back to Matafis. Matafis going around the net. She has a lot of time. And she will find Schroeder. Back over. What a great pass that is to open up the field. Skulovic is right in the center. Will she get a shot off? No. And it is such an unfortunate play as Skulovic, obviously tries to find Honorkamp there, and it just unfortunately does not work out for the two.
I mean, definitely. They had a great opportunity there. It's a shame they weren't able to capitalize on it, but that just shows that one of the biggest things in sports, you have to be able to slow it down, especially on a fast break. I mean, what a great play by Skulovic to get the fast break, get the opportunity. When you have that, that's really something that they're going to want to capitalize on.
Yep. And Barbosa, once again, is just so good at pressing the defense. She did it before to the goalkeeper, Sedenis. And has she got it again? Yes, she has. Wow, what a play. What a save from Sedenis against Schroeder.
I mean, you got to give a lot of attention to that save and a lot of props. It was a 2-on-1 situation, and Mepham played it absolutely perfectly. Barbosa got the steal, passed it behind her back to Schroeder, got the open shot, got the look they were looking for, and that's just an amazing save by Sedenis.
For sure. And we have a play here where Giuffrida had a stick on hers right in the back there, so they called it back. Now looking forward, here's Mora. And it is to Santavasky. And again, this is the calming possession of Plainedge, but then they will try and rush right into that goal area just like this, and they found Fabiano. They do it again. Fabiano trying to look for a shot. Can't find anybody. Spin move comes from Leah Villari. Villari goes for a shot, and it is still a contested ball, and her teammate, Hannah Wise, there was trying to pick it up and didn't have the time. Skulovic goes back to Catherine Chow.
I mean, Sadidas, you got to give it to her. Got to give her the props. When Mepham is very aggressive on offense, a lot of the possessions, Sadidas has really been able to make the most out of a lot of the opportunities she's been given. She has 3 saves already in this game. She's a starting goalie for soccer, too. She has both of the experiences for goalie. She has great reaction time, and that's one of the reasons I think that she thrives the most.
For sure, Jake. When I was talking to Plainedge's, coach, she said that Sedenis could either pick lacrosse for college or soccer. So she has either that multi-sport effect to her. Well, here's Fabiano. Spin move that she does twice. She's looking for someone. Question is, will she find someone? Running in the middle there was her teammate Leah Villari, who she couldn't find. And now it is over back to Madison Wade. Wade looks over to Santavasky. Santavasky finds Madison Wade. Back over to Leah Villari. And will Plainedge find in the buildup? Hannah Wise obviously has the ball here now. She looks over. She finds Fabiano, her teammate. Fabiano's now behind the goal. As she has many times this game, she rushes and shifts over to the right. She finds her teammate. What a save from Catherine Chow against Hannah Wise. And here comes Jenna Dempsey sprinting down the left side. She finds her teammate, Quinn Schroeder. Who can Schroeder find? She finds Barbosa. And behind the net is Haley Honorkamp. Honorkamp back to Allison Dooley. Dooley back to Haley Honorkamp. Honorkamp goes back to Schroeder here, now to Barbosa. Here's Leah Smith. And here's Jenna Dempsey now. Back to Leah Smith. Smith goes to Barbosa, who almost loses the ball. But she still has it. Now to Quinn Schroeder. Schroeder finds Honorkamp. Who can Honorkamp find? She still has the ball. It's to Quinn Schroeder. Schroeder back to Barbosa. And this is just, you are trying to open up the gaps if you are Mepham. And here's Leah Smith. Going through the right side. Fakes. Back to Skulovic. Grace Skulovic fakes. And she's on her left side of the stick here. Back to Barbosa. She's looking for a pass. She has found one. It's to Leah Smith. Takes a few steps back. Who will she find here? She's asking for Dempsey to get open, and Dempsey did. Dempsey back to Skulovic. Skulovic rushing through the right. And what a save once again from Sedenis. And Plainedge have a contested ball here, but can they get it? It might be Haley Honorkamp who has it. And whoa, there's a lot of almost, contested who was going to get the ball there. As we saw Jake, a lot of pushing there.
I mean, that's something you got to see all game. There's a lot of contact, a lot of aggression, and that's really just been the deciding factor. Who's going to be able to just be more powerful, be more aggressive, chase for those loose balls more, and who's going to come up with them?
Yeah, and for sure, there was a lot of pushing going on through that loose ball, but that's what the coaches really want out of their players. They want all their players to try and get that ball. Well, there is 17 seconds remaining in the first half here, and I think there was just a timeout called. And just a little talk before the half ends.
Well, as we're in a timeout, Finn, who do you really think on both teams has been the deciding factor, not to the outcome of the game because there's so much time left to change, and this is still a very close ball game, but who do you think has really gotten to these teams to where they are right now?
Well, here's a replay for you, but yeah, obviously Grace Skulovic, she's been probably one of Mepham's best players, and that can really show by the stats and the scoring that she has so far.
And that actually leads me to my next point. Sadida, all the way for Plainedge. I mean, she's been there throughout. I believe it's 4 or 5 saves this game. As you said, she is the choice of soccer and lacrosse. She has been absolutely phenomenal on both seasons of both teams. So she is a big choice to make up and coming for her commit. But I think being that soccer player and just having that reaction time, having that background, just knowledge and kind of experience, I think that's really been something to push her to really be an amazing lacrosse goalie.
Yeah, and for sure. Fabiano has also been a major player for Plainedge. For Mepham, who do you think has been the star so far?
I can't really give it to one player, but I'm going to give it to a group of players. I think the sophomores from Mepham have really been incredible. Sierra Barbosa, Grace Skulovic, and Leah Smith. All three of those have really just stood out so much. I mean, Leah Smith has gotten so many faceoffs and has a goal herself. Grace has 2. Sierra also has 2. They've been completely the shining factors in this Mepham offense and defense for that matter. I think they are just really something that has just pushed this Mepham team to where they are right now. As you can see, Kathleen Chow, another amazing player, another amazing defensive player for Mepham. She's been the goalie since last year, and the experience she's had on this team has really just been amazing, and I think her having the chemistry with some of these returning players has just really been that deciding factor.
Yeah, for sure. And she has another year here as well for Mepham, as she's only a junior. So, a lot of years of experience that she'll have 3 years by the end of her Mepham career on the varsity level at goalie, which many don't have. So that is obviously huge for her. As we get back here from the timeout play with 17 and a half seconds remaining in the first half. Plainedge look for someone, and who is holding up the ball, that is Riga Mora. Mora looks to the right, tries to find a shot, and look at this. Fabiano scores with 0.1 remaining, not even a second left. Wow, that is unbelievable for Fabiano. I don't even know how she found the back of the net, but she almost jumped up and then found the back of the net. I can't believe it. Wow, not even a second remaining, Jake.
Well, I mean, I got to say, that could be the difference maker. At the buzzer, they're going to call that a buzzer-beating goal, as that will take us into halftime. What an amazing shot. And amazing is just an understatement, but what a shot from Julia Fabiano.
Yeah, you would have never expected that. So many, they just had a shot in the build-up, as you saw, and then somehow Fabiano regains the ball, goes over and shifts to the right, hops up, and not even a second remaining, 0.1 on the clock, she finds the back of the net, and we know why she's going D1 for Lacrosse now. She is really just an example of a star player.
I mean, a superstar at that.
Superstar.
It is very clear why she's going D1. I mean, some of the things that she's doing, I can't wait to see as she really goes into college. But we'll get you to Ryan Marr. He has an interview with Mepham's head coach. We will get to you to that soon. But as of right now, we do have Christian Margavero sitting down with Ryan Marr. Take it away, Ryan.
Hello, I'm Ryan Marr here on the Mepham football field. I'm here with Coach Mogavero of the girls Mepham lacrosse team. You guys are up 6-5 at this half. What has been working for you in this first half?
It's been a really competitive first half. Really key for us has just been the possession and winning these 50-50 balls. We've had really good ball movement on offense, and that's where we found a lot of success so far.
Going into this locker room, what are you going to say to the girls?
We have a little bit of tweaking to do defensively. They're working a pretty specific draw and dump, but I feel confident that we're going to be able to make that switch, send those slides, and make sure that we're covering those cutters in the second half.
Well, thank you for joining us here. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you so much. We will get you back as we may have a special treat coming up for you. But as of right now, let's get back to the conversation of Julie Fabiano. I mean, I want to just talk about that buzzer beater again. Something that I have not seen in my BMB career. With 0 seconds left, she jumped up at 1 second, got the ball off, and got it in the bottom left corner past Catherine Chow. I mean, what an amazing play, and that's her second goal of the night. And I expect, and I really think she can get a couple more if she really puts her heart to it.
Definitely, Jake, and we saw Fabiano there. She has played amazing throughout the first half, and it's just what do you think is to come in the second half so far. But a buzzer beater we don't always see in any sport, and to have it here and to watch it, it is just a pleasure to watch a buzzer beater all the time. And honestly, I mean, I couldn't believe it. I thought the half was over, but somehow, some way, she found space. She found the back of the net as well with that. So Juliana Fabiano did well.
I mean, definitely. You can see Mepham sitting down in their huddle over there, and you can see Plainedge in theirs on your screen right now. What do you think the coaches are really saying to these teams, either to get them hyped up or to get them ready for the second half?
Well, first off, for Mepham, you would have to think realistically for them to, I would say, it's better said than done, but I would have to say you really have to be patient with the way Plainedge plays on the attacking front, because they start really slow, and we've seen their possession play, but then they attack really, really, really fast. And for Mepham, they don't even realize it's happening, and then either Julia Fabiano finding the space, or another one of the players finding the space, and that's been the problem for Mepham. So I'm sure it's going to be trying to defend better.
And here you see it. That was really a minute-long possession that you're seeing, and you can see them just passing around. But the second they find their angle, you see Julia Fabiano, she just explodes straight off the cut, straight off the screen. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal the way this Plainedge team plays their offense. You go so slow. You pass around the net. You try to get that open look, but with the one step and that one good move, I mean, they're gone, and it is so hard to stop.
For sure, and another problem for Mepham has been Madison Wade. Obviously, she's been amazing on the wing so far as well. But for Plainedge, Jake, what do you think the coach is saying to them right now in the team talk?
I mean, I think they're saying that you really have to keep an eye on and stop the exact people that we were talking about having an amazing games. You have to really D up and get the face-off against Leah Smith. You have to defend that Grace Skolovic just spin move. And for Sierra Barbosa, don't let her get to her spot in that left elbow. That's where she's thrived the most throughout her entire season, and it has not stopped this game. If you can really force these three girls out of their comfort zone, I think you'll be in pretty good shape to take this game back.
Yeah, for sure, Jake. And obviously this is Barbosa here, who's been a pressing forward all day, one to say the least. And a perfect play there as we saw. Barbosa again. And right in the center. Wow. What a goal.
I mean, you could see her. She's on that left elbow. She is hugging it because that's 100% her spot, and she thrives from there. Every time she gets to that spot, 9 out of 10 times, that's going to be a goal. So, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what they say, right, Finn?
Yeah, no, for sure. And obviously, you said the sophomore link-up has been unbelievable today for Mepham so far.
I mean, definitely. But right now, we have an interview. Ryan Marr is back with the coach.
You know, you got a last-minute goal right before halftime. What did you do in this first half that you need to do better?
So we were just talking at halftime about limiting turnovers, playing smarter, keeping possession, and staying confident with the ball in our sticks.
What did you say to the girls at halftime, and how did that last-minute goal affect this momentum going into the second half?
Yeah, so I think we're playing a great team, and I think we got to match their speed and aggression. And moving into the second half, I think defense is going to win this game, and whoever steps up is going to find a way to win.
Thank you so much. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
And back to you guys in the booth.
Good?
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
After the game, but we're getting back to game action here. Bepham's wrapping up their huddle, and Plainedge is already on the field. They're ready to go. As you can see, our sideline reporter, Ryan Marr, you did a great job. Thank you. But I think this is going to be an exciting one. We got 25 minutes back on the clock. We got a 1-point game, and this could really change with a couple face-offs, a couple possessions. I mean, this is just all about momentum and all about how Plainedge really wants to come out and Mepham want to come out in the second half.
For sure, Jake. And obviously for Plainedge, it's how can we try and lead the game for the first time today? They have not done that yet. So, they have been tied in the game when they obviously, came back with 2 goals in, a very, very fast 2 possessions. But for them, they're only, losing by 1 goal right now. How can we score more to win the game? And it's, it's an easy thing to listen to and to, obviously Plainedge have a very small roster. We talked about it before the game. 15 players. And honestly, I mean, you talk about it. It feels like just not enough players. 3 subs? And a backup goalie? So it just feels for them that they have the same starters on a lot.
I mean, definitely. The fatigue may set in a little bit, but this team is so talented. They've been able to get it done all the time. As the face-off here now, Leah Smith once again going out for Mepham. Julia Fabiano here for Plainedge. A little discrepancy out in the middle, out in midfield. As we are off in the second half, Smith not able to contest it. Fabiano, little struggles getting it. And it's going to be going to Plainedge. Fabiano is going to get the face-off and is going to be able to start out this second half right for Plainedge.
Yeah, Jake, we were talking about those loose balls last half. They're a major factor into, this game, and so have you. So, again, that was a loose ball, I think, almost for about 10 seconds, and no one really claimed it.
There it is. Fabiano out to the elbow. It's going to be Hannah Wise. A lot of passing in this game, a lot of passing in this Plainedge offense. As we said it during halftime, that's really the way they kind of run things here. Just a lot of slow attacking until you could find that opening, and here they go. Trying to find the opening, and they're just going to reset it again. Regan Mora not able to find the look she was wanting. And if we're going to go back to her, I mean, she's committed to play next year again. She's another one of the college commits for Lax, and that's just one of the players you always want to feed.
Yeah, for sure, Jake. And here's Catherine Chow looking for that long ball again. But, you said it best. The reset play that we've seen all day from Plainedge, it is just, they have this perfect possession play that they must just train at practice. And honestly, it's working. It really is.
I mean, definitely. Here in the second half, it's been a little bit different. Mepham's offense was definitely huge. And Catherine Chow, what a diving save. Right up Broadway, a beautiful pass behind the goal. Catherine Chow able to get in front of it, and that reaction time is absolutely vital for that save.
Yeah, for sure. And Catherine Chow, without a doubt, just honestly just grabbed it and snatched it from the Plainedge attacker. Something you really got to love when a Lacrosse goalkeeper does something like that.
Definitely. Smith through the contact. They're going to be taking up the long pass to Quinn Schroeder. She's finally going to be able to regain possession. A lot of contact down on that edge as we're going to go back to Barbosa. A lot of passing. We're going to go around the arc. We're going to finally find Allison Dooley back across the net. Haley Honerkamp. The pass up the middle and back to Haley Honerkamp. The pass to herself. Smith at the top of the key. Back to Barbosa. Trying to find it. Gets the lane. And that's going to be saved by Savitas.
Yeah, and you just see it there. Jenna Dempsey trying to get her second of the day there. Trying to go right through the middle, and it just doesn't work out. Great defensive play from Plainedge, though.
I mean, one thing you can notice already as we are 4 minutes underway in this half already. There's not been one goal scored yet, which is very different from how we started this game. 3 goals in 2 minutes was in the first half, and there's been a lot less offense, but it hasn't even been that. There's just been so much more aggressive defense. Something had to be said in those huddles because they are coming out strong here in the second half. Behind the goal, Frappiano. The pass up the middle, it's going to be stopped. Skolvik chasing after it, and the ref's going to call it. It's going in the way of Mepham. Markella Mutafis. And Mepham's going to regain the possession again. Mutafis trying to regain possession. She's going to try to get open room as she's guarded by 3 Plainedge defenders. Back up the middle. Dempsey trying to take it. We're going to go back to Smith. She has room ahead of her. A lot of room as she's finally going to be met by Plainedge defenders. And we're going to go back to Honerkamp here. A little more slow-paced offense, trying to find the hole in the defense of Plainedge as Schroeder behind the net. Looking for an open target. She's going to find Honerkamp.
Yeah, and they've been just, looking for Schroeder all day, Jake. She's just right behind the net always, trying to, find that possession play, and she really feels like, the center of the team and the core of it. As, again, she has that ball. They just almost try and, feed around her so they can get passes and receive from her.
I mean, definitely. She's really just racked up assists here, and looks like they're going to call that off.
Yeah.
Yeah. The shot by Sierra Barbosa was in, but they are going to call it off as she's going to get her second opportunity here, as you're going to see the replay of that. Barbosa, the shot, and it's going to be saved again.
Yeah, and again, a little bit of a shock there that Barbosa didn't find the back of the net, but a play that really she made she really made that happen for herself, and it was all her.
What a play. Allison Dooley got a lot of room ahead of her, and she's going to reset it here. Back to Honorkamp. Honorkamp and Dooley going to switch positions. Back out to Schroeder behind the net. Sierra Barbosa. Dancing around, making a move on her. Finding in the middle, and that's going to be good. Jenna Dempsey, the roller in the bottom right corner. She's going to be able to extend Mepham's lead to 2 with 18 minutes left in this game. The first goal of the second half made by Jenna Dempsey. What a play and what a start to this quarter by Mepham.
Yeah, and for sure, Jenna Dempsey here comes right from Barbosa. She tries to find an option, and then she does. And Jenna Dempsey, just perfect. Receives it, then spins around, and then she looks forward, finds the right bottom corner of the net as she got taken down right in the end. But a perfect play and something that definitely Mepham works on a lot. But that link-up play was perfect from Dempsey and Barbosa there.
Definitely. I mean, Barbosa with the great pass there, as she has 2 assists and 2 goals on the day. Skolovic able to handle it now. She's going to have open room. Back out to Honorkamp. She's going to make a move, reset it a little bit. The pass behind Skolovic, and it's going the other way. Valari now open room, and there's going to be a lot of contact there as Plainedge is going to regain their possession. Back out here, trying to make a move. Moraine all the way cross field. And she's going to be surrounded by multiple Mepham defenders as they're going to get it close to the goal now. And the slow-paced offense comes out again. Fabiano now here to make a move. She's going to make her first step. And what a save by Catherine Chow. Able to see the bounce all the way. She got her net up just in time to save the shot by Fabiano and save her third of the night.
And for sure, perfect save coming from Catherine Chow there, as that one was leading right into the right bottom corner. But she's just been saving all night.
There's going to be the pass back to Fabiano. She's really been the center of offense, you could say. She's been someone they look to all day, and she's going to go behind the net. Try to get her moved, but that's going to be nicely defended by Mepham. As the pass right in the middle, it's going to hit the post. Kayla Moraine almost got her goal to go. She had the exact look she was looking for, and just barely to the right, she's going to hit the post. I mean, that was an amazing play call. Just a beautiful look, and that's just one you're going to want back.
Yeah, and for sure, off the last play, Catherine Chow did have a save off that, Jake, though, just to mention that one that just hit the post, because it was obviously Plainedge's ball right in the end there. So another save coming from Catherine Chow, and it's just a fraction of her stick that actually hits the ball, but and obviously goes behind. But you look back at this one, perfect. Yeah, no, without a doubt, perfect. And the link-up play there was great. But again, Catherine Chow putting her whole body on the line there just to save the ball.
And there it is. Behind Catherine Chow a little bit too fast. She got it to go. And this is going to make this game a 1-point game as Mepham and Plainedge, you could both see them strategizing over there. Both the defense, Mepham's defense and Plainedge's offense. I mean, you'll see it here. Leia Villari able to make the move, cutting back up the middle and into the top of the goal. What a shot there from one of the hardest workers on the team.
Yeah, and Villari, again, a really just a star of a player. And last half, she showed it. But now, her getting on the stat sheet and scoring a goal that will really now get Plainedge back into this one.
Definitely. And here comes crunch time. We are almost down to 15 minutes, and it's a 1-point game. The 1-3 Plainedge versus the 3-0 Mepham Pirates. I told you it was going to be a good game from the start, and Plainedge has done exactly what I said. They came out of the gates so aggressive. They were able to keep this Mepham offense to only 7 up to yet, which is a huge accomplishment. And I really think that this is going to come down to a very close ending. As here we go up the sideline now for Moraine, as there's going to be a lot of contact there, and it is going to go back to Plainedge.
Yeah, it looked like a trip there coming from Bella Jensen, and, something you really can't do. But honestly, we've really seen Maggie Fitzgerald do very well, or sorry, not Maggie Fitzgerald, Kyla Moraine do that all day where she goes up the wing, and she just does so well while going through that edge.
Barbosa, she's going to have to reset it to Smith here, as here comes the sophomore trio. They're going to be able to hook up, as now it is Haley Honerkamp back to Quinn Schroeder behind the net. Barbosa to Smith, all the way back out to Jenna Dempsey. Smith making the move around to the right corner, and it's going to be saved.
Yeah, Sedanis with a really, really clean save there again. And, from Skuvelik, it was just right at her. But Leah Villari, to talk a little bit about her. Villari is for Plainedge, she is a really, really key player. Obviously, she's always playing the hardest she can, and she's really good at the 50-50 balls.
And there it is. I believe that was Leah Smith. The sophomore gets her second of the night. And, what a play by her. You can see her. She loves to absorb contact. She's very good at getting around it. And just when there's more Plainedge defenders on there, it's on her. It's really not a problem for her. She's able to squeeze around those tight corners, get to the spot she's looking for, and really capitalize on her possessions.
Yeah, and she does really well here. Drifting through the right, finding the left bottom corner of the net. And honestly, again, accuracy is just so key. But again, something that you really expected. Leah Smith is just doing so well this game.
Here comes Skolovic. She's going to get open room from the Leah Smith faceoff win. Right to Barbosa, and what a save. The sophomore connection almost had it again with the Leah Smith faceoff win. Skolovic got the possession and almost the assist to Barbosa, but just missed. But what a great save by Sadinas.
Yeah, for sure. And, she's just been really showing off her talent in the goalkeeper range all night. And, so has Catherine Chow. Both goalkeepers have been just so good tonight and or this afternoon. They've been really, really good at saving. And, honestly, you don't see it all the time where you have two top goalkeepers on two teams in a game.
Skolovic tried to make the move there, but that's just going to be out of reach of Jenna Dempsey, as Plainedge is going to be able to regain possession. Down 2 with 13 minutes left. They're really going to look to push this ball up the field as much as possible. They're going to look for a lot of fast-paced gameplay, if I was to predict. Ball's going to be sitting in net, trying to find an open receiver, and she has one. Leah Villari going up the field. She's going to get it into Mepham territory now, guarded by Barbosa. And they're going to call that on Mepham, and it's going to be once again a reset for Plainedge, as Madison Wade is able to get her.
Yeah, and Madison Wade, she's been exquisite all day, as we say. She's on the elbow of the field all day. She's been just a really, really solid player for Plainedge. And, she had a goal in the first half. She's just been really, really good, the sophomore.
Definitely. She's been one of the key factors, as They're going to look for the net. Has someone cutting. Julia Fabiano, again, she's going to try to control the offense here. Guarded closely. They're going to press up on her. The cut again. And Leah Villari was not able to get it, but what a pass. And that cutting play has really been one of Plainedge's favorites. And Julia Fabiano, again, getting to her spot after going behind the net. She's really able to get that quick first step, you could say. She's a very speedy player and one of the most talented. So just having that deadly combination is just huge for this Plainedge team.
Yeah, and as you said, Fabiano, it was just, honestly for me, it was just such a smooth shot. Not a lot of power on it. Trying to find some part of the net. Where can you get it? It's all about accuracy, and that's what you got to love about it. And look at that little fake with the right, and she finds that left mid-range. Catherine Chow, I think she doesn't realize that Fabiano is going to take the shot there because she just faked the ball as well. But a perfect spot to take the shot. And, again, a superstar of the game.
That was the great thing about it. She came around from the left after the goal, and it was just an absolutely incredible play because she was going all the way to the right, tried to fake Catherine Chow out, and that's exactly what she did. Going all the way to the right just to swing it to the left. I mean, what an absolute play. And that takes a lot of IQ and a lot of skill to pull off. So that's got to be something to point out. Fabiano again behind the net, trying to get to her spot. And she's going to be closely guarded. The press has worked a lot on her as Markella Mutafas is trying to one-on-one her. And she's going to get the same play. Going around the screen that's been set in the middle, she takes her shot, this time to the top left corner. And that's going to be a second one within the minute for Julia Fabiano. And I believe that's her fourth or fifth.
What a goal from Fabiano, as you just saw there. Again, finding a little bit of space. She takes that space really well. And you'll see in the replay, a similar range where she was in the beginning. She goes up, drifts to the right, finds a space, and a little unlike her last goal, she finds the left top corner of the net, and it is a goal for Plainedge. It gets them right back into this one. It's 8-8.
Well, I mean, that's what we were saying before. She has that quick first step. You could see her make a tiny little stutter step going behind the net, and she just absolutely explodes off that right foot into the middle for that goal. As she's going to have it again, taking the possession, trying to get her third and give Plainedge their first lead of the night. But you could see Mepham's taking a different approach. They're going to back off a little bit, see if they could force her into an uncomfortable spot. So I like the change of approach here from Mepham, and we're going to have to see if that pays off.
Yeah, for sure. And, again, she's just on that left wing side every time. And, again, that's somewhere I feel that Mepham maybe has to put, two girls on that side to try and press her. Because she's in that range again.
And they will call it on Mepham, I believe. But you could see Fabiano, even the zone coverage wasn't able to really protect her. I mean, she got over around the net, takes her stutter step, and then explodes off the foot, gets to the middle, and she almost had it a third time. I mean, the play is just a piece of art, you could say. Absolute beautiful play and a great IQ play from Julia Fabiano.
What a save from Chow. But as you said, Fabiano there, honestly, she's on that left wing side every time. She's trying to take the inside space, and once she has that, it's kind of game over for Mepham because Fabiano's shot is just so good.
I mean, you could say that again. It's one of the hardest things that Chows have to defend right now, as that's going to be another save here for there, but Plainedge is going to be able to regain possession. Back to Fabiano behind the net, and looking for her open teammate. There's a lot of people trying to cut. I've noticed that's one of Plainedge's favorite plays. Fabiano behind the net to the quick pass to the cutting teammate, as they're just going to kick it to the other side of the net. Guarded by Meyer. Trying to make a move on her. Back to Fabiano. She's going to go back to her spot in the center. She's going to be double teamed now. A lot of aggressive defense by Jenna Dempsey, and that's what you need when you're going against someone like Julia Fabiano. She's really gonna try to explode. She's gonna try to get the look she's kind of hoping for this entire time. So you got to be able to play aggressive and play up on that.
For sure, and again, Fabiano being that threat on the left side every time. Now you're starting to see two players press up on her every time. And that was something I kind of said right before. If you need more support, that's what you need to defend Julia Fabiano. She's a player who's just really, really, really good at finding space and taking that space really well and then taking her advantage to even score.
Fabiano now back to the middle. That's going to be called again, this time on Skolovic. I mean, Kayla Moraine tried to get the spin move to go. It looks like there was a little bit of contact there, but I mean, one thing you got to notice is Plainedge has been coming out absolutely amazing on offense this second half. They've had this possession a lot, so that's one thing you really got to compliment them for, as I feel like it's definitely been the deciding factor. This game's tied up.
Yeah, for sure. And again, the problem with Mepham right now is they're causing so many fouls. And that's the main factor because, again, Plainedge just keep getting that ball back in a position where they can score pretty much every time. And I have to say, who's keeping them in the game? Catherine Chow. She's coming up with magnificent saves and really just helping her team to not lose this game at the moment.
Definitely. Wade at the top. Back over now behind the net. Trying to make a move on Skolovic. She's going to get around. And it's going to be reset here. And Skolovic going to get the defensive play as another foul is called on her. I mean, that's going to be one you want to get back from the refs. I mean, finally getting that defensive stop, finally getting the momentum shift that they've been wanting for a while now, and it's going to be called back.
Yeah, and again, that loose ball effect, it keeps happening, and Mepham is really not gaining that ball every time. It's Plainedge who are now gaining that loose ball.
Chow again, back out to Meyer now. She's going to make a nice spin move as it's all open grass for her. She's going to give it to Weber. A little contact makes the spin, and it's back to Meyer. Hannah Wise was behind her as Mepham's going to have to slow it down here. That's going to stop their fast break as Mepham's going to call their last time out of the game. And with 6 minutes and 21 seconds left, we're in for a treat, folks.
Yeah, no, we are. And again, it's for Mepham, they've unfortunately just, it's really hard to say, but Plainedge have got back into this one. And it seems Plainedge are all over Mepham. Mepham are trying to get out of their own half, but they can't. And it is the unbelievable possession play of Plainedge that is coming up. And again, Catherine Chow declining two definite, obvious goals that almost happened. That this game probably should be 10-8 right now, but it isn't. And Catherine Chow has really came up with these great saves so far. But for Mepham, it only takes one counterattack for them to actually score. Let's take a look at this. Oh, no, the replay didn't go there. But again, Jake, honestly, at the moment, two teams going up against each other right now. And the game is so close to call. It's too close to call. I mean, we have 6 minutes left. It's an 8-8 game. And these are the kind of games that you love in sports.
I mean, what I like about this game is Plainedge is playing very aggressive here in their second half. They've really been able to control a lot of momentum here. But Mepham can turn it on at any moment. As you can see Fabiano here going behind the net. And what a save by Catherine Chow. She got to the exact look she wanted. She got to her spot, got the bounce shot, and Catherine Chow has learned from what happened last time, and she was finally able to save it, which is one of the biggest deciding factors into why this game is so close. Catherine Chow has been absolutely unbelievable in the second half.
Yeah, definitely, and that's the same with the Plainedge keeper Sedenis, who has been a really, really great keeper as well. And as I said, you don't always see two, really good goalkeepers on two teams in a game. And this game, we are seeing that. We're seeing both keepers just be brilliant and having, saves that are keeping their teams into this game. And again, with Catherine Chow, the last few minutes, I have no idea how she's came up with these big saves. And again, Mepham's defense really has to try and support her. But honestly, this game can go anywhere, and Mepham can, also start dominating as well. But as we saw, Plainedge have definitely had a huge comeback on their hands.
I mean, definitely. They've rallied since they got out of that halftime huddle. I mean, the pressure they've been putting on Mepham's defense has really just been able to give them a run for their money. And what has been amazing that first half has really started to shrivel with this offensive play. I mean, just the slow play that Plainedge has been able to keep up with the entire game. It's finally starting to work, and it's working effectively, mind you.
Yeah, and you're exactly right in what you're saying. But, I mean, honestly, Plainedge have not took a lead yet this game. And that is also a major factor what is coming into this game. Another major factor, Mepham hasn't lost this season. So, we'll yet to see what happens.
Can they keep their undefeated season, or can Plainedge kick themselves back into the standings race with a 2-3 record? We will see, as Leah Smith trying to get her team back with the lead, back to Skolovic on the right elbow. As we're going to go behind the net here to Honorkamp. Schroeder looking for an open player. Barbosa all the way on that edge. As you're going to have Leah Smith cutting, and Barbosa's going to take it. Up the middle, back to Smith. Looking for the assist. She's going to try to make a move, as they're going to just have to reset it here to Honorkamp. Honorkamp dance around in the back. What a pass. Back to Allison Dooley, and Mepham is excited.
Yeah, and for sure, Allison Dooley, the junior, comes up big with that. That is a total practice play, something that you see happening in practice all the time. Allison Dooley's right on that back post area. She obviously receives the ball and goes right over the head of the goalkeeper, and we'll see this right on the replay.
I mean,
right?
You'll see it. They try to reset it, and they do. But what a pass by Honorkamp. She saw exactly what she was looking for, which was the cutting teammate, and that happened to be Allison Dooley. And what a shot into that left side of the goal. Exactly what Sedinas wasn't looking. I mean, that's exactly the practice play and just the fundamental play that all coaches love to see.
Yeah, and you saw it there. She shifts left from that back post area and then comes up huge with going into that front post and then right over the goalkeeper's head. It's a huge play.
I mean, definitely. And we're going to go back to the same formation that got them to the leading goal. Honorkamp is going to reset it behind the net. So we're back to Smith at the top. You can see how fast that these positions can really change as Smith's going to take it. Up the middle, she's going to get her step, trying to find something. She's going to be closely guarded by Moraine. As Smith's going to get it back now to Skolovic at the top. The short pass to Barbosa now. A lot of passing, really trying to find something happen to Skolovic. She's going to take it at the goal and reset it back to Smith. I mean, Plainedge has been playing very aggressive, very good defense since that last goal and this entire half. Mepham's not been able to get the look they want as they keep on trying, as Smith almost getting her shot off, not able to.
Yeah, and again, they're trying to find those gaps and those spaces. And, we keep seeing that. They're trying to make Plainedge have holes so they can take that advantage. And you can really just see it when Leah Smith or Jenna Dempsey has the ball, or Grace Skulovic. And they're back and forth trying just to find that gap.
I mean, Skolovic, spin move here. The lefty shot, and it's saved. A loose ball now as it is going to be picked up by Smith. Back to Skolovic again as Smith now going to get her turn to run the offense as she's going to take it right. A little stutter step. She's going to go back in at the shot. And it's a great save. She had the look she wanted. And that was a great shot, though, but a better save as Plainedge is going to get their opportunity to tie this game up.
Yeah, and again, Sedanis coming up with a major, major save to keep her team back into, to keep her team into this game. But Leah Smith almost hits a possible game winner, and unfortunate, the circumstances didn't come to her that she did score, but that didn't happen, unfortunately, for her.
Valari marching through Mepham's offense. She's going to find what she wanted, and almost a great play by Olivia Meyer, but Fabiano, trying to get the look she wanted as it's going to go a little bit slower paced offense, trying to find the cutting teammate and make a move. Fabiano now not able to handle it. Skolovic trying to make a play on the ball, and Plainedge going to regain possession, and the turnaround shot. Madison Wade with her second of the day, and that is exactly what Plainedge was looking for. This is a tie game once again with 2 minutes and 16 left to go.
And again, what a play from Madison Wade. This is something for her that's going to be huge, but it's off of the loose ball. This was the problem for Mepham that we were talking about, and Plainedge regains it. Madison Wade goes up and finds the left bottom corner of the net. It's a perfect, accurate shot from Madison Wade for her team to get back into this one. And again, not too long ago, we were saying that Mepham could have took this game with that Leah Smith chance, but it doesn't happen. And on the other side of the field, we're going to see Plainedge score once again and make it, a tie game with only, 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining.
I mean, definitely. One thing about Plainedge's games that you got to notice is it's nothing too fancy. They're not trying to do too much, but they do exactly what's needed. In every shot they take, it's exactly the angle they want. It's exactly the accuracy they want. And that's really what's been able to put them into the game. As Leah Smith going to get her fast break opportunity, she's going to slow it down now to Barbosa. Back to Schroeder behind the net as we're going to reset it again now. Camp in the same look they've loved this entire second half as it's going to a little contact there. Plainedge with a minute 46 to go is going to be able to get their chance. And the game-winning goal is a possibility now as they're going to go back. Moraine now, she's going to have her chance with the 5-on-4,
Yeah, that's a timeout called from Plainedge, and it's a really smart tactical timeout that's called. Let's take a look at this replay here. And, again, a ball given away, and that's just, if you're Madison Weber there, come up with an unfortunate foul. But, again, we talk about a really, really smart player. If, you are Julia Fabiano, she's such a smart IQ player. We're starting to see that today a lot, and we can see how she's a D1 player. If she feels that little bit of contact, she goes down. Again, you see it in other sports all the time. Almost, with soccer, it's a similar thing. You feel a little bit of contact, and the ref's in front of you, you go down, and that's what's going to be a foul. So a really, really, she's a smart player, and again, a foul for Plainedge. Why I think it's so big is because their possession play is so good. So if they can reset, they will do even better. And again, here's Grace Skulovic on the replay.
You got to respect the shot choice. the spin around, powerful shot there was great. As Leah Smith going to get her chance, not able. But let's talk about Seditas. Just been able to get so many saves, really been able to keep this Plainedge team into this game, and that's one of the biggest reasons that they've actually been able to keep this game a 9-9 game or an 8-7, or been able to just stay in this game throughout the entirety of it.
Yeah, and we were just talking about the same thing with Catherine Chow. The last time out that we said, and we were saying the same thing about her. That Catherine Chow was a player who was really coming up with big saves, and now we're seeing the same thing with Sedenas. It's a back and forth with two star goalkeepers that are keeping their team in the game. And again, before this game, Jake, I wouldn't have expected that we would have had a 9-9 game with 1 minute and 28 seconds remaining. It's going to be a thriller, what we're about to see in the next minute and a half or so. Because, again, whoever scores next, it's probably going to be game most likely. Unless we see another buzzer beater by Julia Fabiano like we did last half.
I would love to say I agree with you, but I predicted it from the start, which I'm very proud of, by the way. I said it was going to be a close game. I said if Plainedge comes out firing and aggressive and they're able to shut down some of this Mepham offense, this could be a very close game. As we've seen, they've done exactly that today, and that's why this is a 9-9 ball game, and that's why that we have 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go, and anything could happen here. As we're going to go back to behind the net. A lot of the same formation coming from both teams. A lot of slower gameplay. They're going to try to take some time off the clock, as a lot of aggressive defense coming out now by Bella Jensen. And the ref will signal a stoppage. They're going to get their reset, as they're going to bring it back across the field.
Yeah, and again, that's where the IQ of this team comes in so well. And I really think they're a really smart team, Plainedge. Again, they're feeling that if they have that little push, they're going to maybe go down and regain a foul. And that resets their whole formation and gets all their players open.
Wade out to behind the net. They're going to try to find their open player with 25 seconds left to go. Fabiano. A close shot, no good, and Mepham regains it. This is the clock is still running. Mepham with 10 seconds left to go, trying to get their moment, the moment they'll remember their buzzer beater. Smith to Skolovic with 4 remaining. She's not going to be able to get a shot off, and this is going to be a 2-minute overtime period now.
Yeah, this is a shock. And again, you thought Julia Fabiano had the chance of a lifetime, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. It won't happen. But wow, what a game we have in stock here so far. And again, we're going into an overtime here. A shocker.
One of the things I'm very surprised about is Grace Skolovic didn't try to do anything fancy, which is obviously smart. She didn't try to get the game-winning goal. She's just going to simply send it to overtime. I think she has a lot of trust in this Mepham team and a lot of trust in her teammates that they can get this done in their overtime period.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's the shot that they had a chance. Julia Fabiano got the pass, got the exact angle she was looking for, and just a little bit too far right. Or too far left, sorry. But it was a great chance, a great opportunity, and that's exactly what she was looking for.
And Jake, I got to ask you, sorry about that. Jake, I got to ask you a question here. Were you thinking before this game it was going to be an overtime?
Maybe not an overtime game, but I definitely could have saw this being a close game, and definitely as close as it is right now. I told you from the start, and I've said it like 4 times already, Plainedge has really just been aggressive, and that was the deciding factor throughout all of it. They came out firing. They completely were able to shut down a lot of Mepham's offense here in the second half, and that was 100% the deciding factor. We had 3 goals in 2 minutes in the first quarter starting off this game. Do not forget that. And in this second half, we've had maybe 4 or 5 the entire half. That's just a matter of defense, a matter of the goalies, and that's really something that you have to pay attention to.
Yeah, and for sure. And a 3-minute overtime is to come here. And again, a game that has to be settled in a overtime. Crazy. I was not expecting this. But again, kind of a shock that Plainedge comes into this game. They're a 1-3 team, and they are right now stopping Mepham from trying to become an undefeated team to go 4-0 in Nassau C2. So, kind of a shock here. And again, this is where you want to think that Plainedge wants revenge. As last week they lost against Massapequa, they travel here to Mepham to try and get a win. And right now, it's stirring that they almost had one right at the end. Julia Fapiano, as we just said there, she had that one-on-one with the goalkeeper. She didn't get it. But again, she's been the major factor of this game for Plainedge, and a major factor of really just she keeps on scoring and keeps on finding that back of the net. And a problem for Mepham is her. So, Jake, do you think that if we were saying the player of the game right now would be Julia Fapiano, would that be a player in mind?
I mean, definitely. Whether they win or not, she may not get it, but she definitely deserves some recognition and a lot of it. I mean, 4 goals on the day. She's been really the person that they fed the ball on offense to throughout this entirety of the game. If Plainedge win it, I think that's my prediction for player of the game. But if Mepham wins it, who do you think it'll be?
That's a tough question. I think it's got to be Leah Smith. I think she's been unbelievable this game. I think she's really been the dominant factor for Mepham. And again, look at this play, perfect. And again, that's where the practice play comes from, right there. And Allison Dooley being the goal scorer.
I mean, definitely. We cannot give you a definite answer on the player of the game yet, but as I'm saying it more, I feel like whoever scores the game-winning goal in overtime has to be awarded that honor.
Yeah.
So,
that's a fair point.
We will get to that when it comes. Ryan Maher will give you that when the time is needed. But we are set for overtime as we are about to kick off. Finn, I'll let you take the lead on this one.
And here we are once again for what is to be a overtime game, and it is definitely my first overtime game, so that's a debut of mine. But for these players, I'm sure they've been in many for their lacrosse teams along the years. As both teams head out, and the lineups look similar to what the starting lineups were here. As again, you're going to see similar attack here.
I mean, if you're Mepham, if you're Plainedge, you have to put all of your tiredness, all of your fatigue behind you. This is an overtime thriller we got here. And for Mepham, this is huge for them as they're trying to stay undefeated. And for Plainedge, it's even bigger as they're trying to get their name back in the top of the standings and back to the top of the conference.
There you go. And there is a different face-off member here of Madison Wade. All game, it has been, obviously the same person over and over again for Plainedge, and it has been Fapiano all game. But again, now it's Wade. Well, here we go. Fapiano tries to find the net, and that was almost it. That was almost the game winner once again. Any of these goals will be that game winner.
I mean, one thing you could see, Catherine Chow, the more people are coming closer to the net, the more she's actually getting out of the net to defend it. She's really been very aggressive here, especially as this game's gone closer, especially as overtime starts. You could see Julia Fapiano trying to get her shot, and Catherine Chow coming out of the goal to defend it, which is something we haven't seen a lot during this game.
Yeah, and here's a little injury coming up here. And both teams will take a knee here as we see an injury come up for Plainedge. But again, Fapiano almost having the chance there of scoring and winning the game for her team. It was very, very close. We have 2 minutes remaining as a minute went by, and that really just did not feel like a minute.
I mean, Definitely. You could see Madison Wade here with the score to put this game tied. I mean, that was one of the biggest difference makers in this entire game. Being able to go on that run, I think it was a 3-0 run that Plainedge has during the second half. I mean, it was absolutely unheard of. At halftime, we knew this was a close game. We knew that they could turn it around, but they've been able to do it, and better than any of us could have anticipated.
Yeah, for sure. And, you said it best there. It's this game, for you, Jake, to know that this game could be done, could be over at almost that this game could be over at almost any second. It is crazy. And this is going to be a shock to many, but Fabiano is out of the game. She's been hurt, and reluctantly we're going to have to see when she comes back on, but she'll see a medical trainer. She's been the star of the game, and now you have to think for Plainedge, this is really tough. Again, they only have 2 subs. They also have a backup goalkeeper, so they have 2 outfielder subs, and for them, they don't have a lot of depth, and their star player is Fabiano. She's a St. Bonaventure D1 commit. Jake,
I mean,
how much does this affect the game?
I mean, you got to think a lot. Fabiano was the biggest difference maker on the field. We wish her the best. We hope she is okay.
For sure, yes.
100%. We hope she can get back on the field as soon as possible. And it's so sad to see such an amazing player, and any player for that matter, get injured here.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, we start back up. Plainedge are behind Mepham's net. They're looking for a game winner here. So they still look over. Markella Matafis is the one who's defending. And here's Hannah Wise. She is behind the net here. Mepham really, really have to defend well here. Wise keeps drifting over to the right. She's looking for someone. Who's defending her is Grace Skulovic for Mepham. And here we go over to number 14 here, Leah Villari. Villari to find a pass. And she's spin moves. She goes back out. Grace Skulovic wins it, though. And you hear the Mepham teammates cheering for her, as that is a huge win for Mepham. Catherine Chow looks to the outside here. And now Mepham is on the attack. Oh, that does not look good. That is Leah Smith now, who got hit a little hard in the build-up. But again, now it's a big factor, Jake, that Mepham have the ball. This is the first time they've had the ball in overtime, as obviously we know that Plainedge won it. Well, here comes Leah Smith. She got back up quick after getting hurt. Smith keeps going. She won't be stopped, and there will be a foul here. No, we keep on playing. This is Quinn Schroeder, the senior. She looks for someone. She has found someone. It's Haley Honorkamp. Honorkamp behind the net. Honorkamp, will she look for a shot? She will! And that will be that. Mepham will win this one. Wow. What a game, to say the least. Haley Honorkamp, the sophomore, will come up with the winner.
I mean, that is just not something you see every day. The turnaround shot, a beautiful top left corner goal in the biggest moment of her Mepham lacrosse career up to date. The overtime thriller and the huge win to keep the Pirates at an undefeated 4-0 record. 10 Mepham, 9 Plainedge. What a game.
Yeah, and Jake, you know what they say. There's nothing better than a winner, and that's what that was for Mepham. Haley Honorkamp comes up huge. Obviously, she came from back of the net, and then she came in front of the net, and then she scores. Huge moment for Mepham, huge moment for Haley Honorkamp, and Mepham get a win. It is 10-9 in the end here, as both teams will show their respect and obviously shake hands here. But wow, You see, obviously, Mepham, they will be 4-0 after this game, but you got to give it to Plainedge. They really, really tried their hardest this game. They played so well, but both teams just played so well. It was a magnificent lacrosse game.
I mean, one thing you got to notice is just how really difficult of a shot that was. I mean, through contact, the top left corner, that's going to be a moment she's going to remember for the rest of her life. But we're standing with Ryan Marr, with Haley Honerkamp, and Leah Smith. Take it away, Ryan.
Hello, I'm Ryan Mark here on the Mepham turf with Leah Smith and Haley Honerkamp. How are you guys today?
Good, how are you? I'm good, how are you?
You guys just won last minute. Amazing goal. How do you guys feel right now?
Very excited because this is our first Conference 2 game.
I'm very excited as well. We played really great as a team all together, and our defense did really good.
As you get this win, what does this mean for not only the team, but for the rest of the season?
It just is off to a really good start with our conference games.
Yeah, especially since we're up this conference this year. This was a hard game for us, and it's good that we came up with the win.
You guys are both sophomores. You did amazing, led with stats this game. What does this mean not only for the team, but how does the team help you get to where you are?
It really helps because everybody works together as like one big team. It's not like a bunch of individuals.
Yes, I agree with that. We're very well with communicating as well.
Thank you guys for joining us. Good luck for the rest of your season, and back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you.
Entirety of the night. We had a great interview with you at halftime, and now for your player of the game, Haley Honerkamp and Leah Smith. Thank you to Ryan Marr. But alongside him, I've been Finnegan, Cork, and Dolan, along with the entirety of the BMB crew. We'd like to thank you for watching. I've been Jake Mano. This has been BMB's game of the week. Sorry, folks. Plainedge versus Mepham, 10-9. What a game. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.